Dorothy McGrath is here now with SNMMI's Patient Advocacy Advisory Board. You are a stage 4 colon cancer survivor. Congratulations for your good health. And I know you had a colonoscopy, but felt really good. And it was the subsequent scans that revealed to you what was growing inside your body and potentially killing you.
Yes, I had a colonoscopy, and so they could tell that, that I had a large pulp. And so when I had first up I had a CT scan in a different state, and it was done on film back in the day. And so he diagnosed me with rectal cancer. However, he gave me really bad odds, said I had 6 months to live, but that I could die at any minute, that if I ate or drank anything, or if I lifted anything heavy, my colon could burst. And I found a doctor who was close to a mall, and I thought I need to find, he's a good doctor, but I need to find a great doctor. So I did some research, and so I went to a hospital that was rated higher, and they asked me to redo my CT scan and have a PET scan. And so, you have your friends who are naysayers. Oh, they just want money. That's all they're doing. You're going to get the same results. But I went and had a CT and a PET scan done, and it made a huge amount of difference. By having it redone, it was on a computer, and you could see the difference between the film scan and the CT scan. And the doctor could also tell that I had colon cancer and not rectal cancer. Two totally different types of treatments I would have had. Had I had rectal cancer, I would have needed a colostomy and I would have needed radiation, but as colon cancer, it was something different. So thank goodness that they've invented these better scans so that way they can make sure before they operated on me or did anything that I got the proper treatment.
How important was it for you in thinking about how to treat your disease and thinking about your survival to be able to see the images on the screen like that?
It was very good for me because it really helped. At first, when I was told, because I had a colonoscopy as a fluke, you're in denial. So at least to see it, it was like, okay, there is something. Especially to get a second one, it's like, okay, they look similar, one's a lot more clear, and it really helped me focus on what it was that I needed to do. And all along the way, I know some people don't want to see it, they just want to hear from their doctor, but every time I got a scan, I looked at it with my doctor and we looked at it together. And it was also very interesting because the newer scans are so good. He goes, yeah, don't worry about some of these because they're like pimples you have on the outside of the skin, they're pimples you have on your inside of your skin, and it was great being able to see my anatomy. And then, because I had colon surgery and a good portion of my liver removed, once your liver regenerates and it regrew, it was great seeing on my CT scan that it looked normal. And my doctors were like, you need to tell people you've had this surgery. Don't forget, because your scan looks normal. And that made me feel good that basically everything's back to normal. So I'm very fortunate.
So those scans were really a big part of your journey, and that's really why you're here today, to talk to the attendees about the importance of this.
Yes, because so many people are scared about the radiation and everything else, and I know, and mainly it's your friends who have the same kind of science background I do, is, you barely, or hopefully you pass science class in 6th grade or whatever. They're like, oh, you're having all this radiation, something horrible is going to happen. But I guess for me it was like, well, if I don't have the scans, I'm going to die. So, but it was really great becoming part of this board and learning that the radiation doesn't stay with you. It's just people who were affected with large amounts of radiation, like the people in Hiroshima, Japan, those are the only ones who have issues. And so it's really made me feel very safe and very healthy.
When you think about those fears that people have, mostly because they're not educated about what these scans are like, what message do you have to other people out there who may be facing a disease diagnosis and prospects like yours that say you might not live beyond 6 months?
I think the big thing is you really want your doctors to have the most information possible to help treat the disease that you have. Even if you're having any type of surgery, doesn't it make more sense for him to have a good idea of where he needs to go, what he needs to treat, before he even goes in there? Because once he opens you up, he might find some other things that maybe the scan didn't catch, but I doubt it at this day and age. And I really think it's really helpful for all patients to become educated and to learn about what their disease is to find the best treatment for them.
Cancer is long in your rearview mirror and your scans are all perfect now. So why come to this meeting? Why bring it all up again? Why is that important to you?
My goal was to let people know that I survived it, because I was looking for someone like me who survived, and now I'm almost at the 15-year mark. And so people can say, wow, she survived for 15 years. I could survive too. So, and every year I was diagnosed on my 43rd birthday. So every year on my birthday, I post in several different chat rooms and whatever that I'm still here, and it gives so many people so much hope.
And that's it. Sharing your story not only helps other people maybe emotionally go through this, but you could save other lives if someone goes and gets a scan after hearing what you have to say.
Exactly.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.